Namaste. Hello everyone. I'm Masashi Teramoto from NGO School. ということで今日は日本語で挑戦したいと思います。今日のスペシャルゲスト、ロバートさん from Finland。
こんにちは。やい。
元気？
元気。そっちこそ？
元気だよ、多分。
多分ね。
多分だよ。今日日本語で大丈夫？
まあ日本と英語両方使います、ね。
日本語と英語で両方でいこうか。すごいね。はい、じゃあちょっと初めにロバートの自己紹介してくれる？
はい。ロバート・ミヤットメンと申します。ヘルシンキ大学の教育学を学んでる人、先生になるために、小学校の先生に勉強しています。はい、
今何年生？大学何年生
？4年生。そろそろ、そう。
すごい。So English. 僕とロバートは、去年僕が、どうしてもフィンランドに行きたくて、僕がフィンランドに行った時に、なんでフィンランドに行きたかったかというと、フィンランドのちょっと教育事情を知りたくて、教育のなんか雰囲気を見たくて、で、去年初めてフィンランドに行った時に、フィンランド大学をこういろいろ案内してくれたり、フィンランドの教育のことをいろいろ教えてくれたのが、ロバートさんです。だよね。もうその日本語にまず一番驚いたのね。
いや、褒め言葉がありがと
う。いや、褒め言葉じゃなくて、
まだまだですけどね、日本語は。
今でも勉強してる？
勉強まだ、今はしてないんですけど、また始めようかと思ってます。去年の、去年？next year？ 去年
？next year, right?
そう。来年の春学期、日本の同志社に留学するつもりですけど、今のコロナ、そうだけど、今はまだ不安。まだコロナのためにまだ何もなんか決まってないんだから、できたら行きたいんですけど、事情が今の現在事情が
わかんないよね。
わかんないからね。だから
すごいね。
行けるかどうかまだわからないね。だけど、行けたらなんかとても嬉しいことで。
いや、同志社大学、すごくいい大学だよ。関西だしね。
そう、留学するのが初めてだから。
うわ、いいね。
日本に来れば、行ければ、it will be a fulfilling moment in my life みたいな感じ。
It will be, yeah. And you might extend Japanese life.
もしかしたら。
ということで、今日はフィンランドの教育について、多分日本人、特にその日本の中でも教育に携わっている人たちはもう誰もがやっぱり知ってるのね。フィンランドの教育のレベルの高さとか、社会福祉の面も含めてみんな知ってる、高いのは知ってるから、そこをちょっといくつか質問していきたいと思います。
はい。
いいですか？じゃあ、最初の質問。これはちょっと英語で読もうかな。
はい、お願いします。
What do you think about Finland education style?
Yes, so
a specific point or like originality.
It is. I'm very bad at promoting my own country per se, even though we are very well known on the basis of our educational system and the PISA results, the PISA result, PISA results, which measures different countries in the world and how prolific they are in different subjects. So for me, in my perspective, we in the northern countries are pretty close to each other, even though they usually lift up Finland as a very sort of exemplaric or very like model country for education. I still believe that it is more of a Nordic phenomenon than just a Finnish phenomenon. Even though in our country we have for a very long time valued teachers and teaching. So the characteristic I would say for Finnish education is comprehensive. It is it takes into consideration many things, which is also why it's maybe very hard to define, and also because it is very closely soon into our how would I say, into our society. That's why it's also been said that it's very hard to import the system we have in Finland, or the model we have in Finland, and take it to another country. Because as many people maybe know, and in many countries you have social welfare, for example.
Yeah.
But in Finland, we have many systems that are based on social well-being and equality of life, equality of or just equality in general in many fields. Since we, for example, let's take, if I'm gonna just little get off tracks for a moment. But for example, we strive for that every child has a opportunity to go to school and finish school, because in many countries the children have the opportunity to go to school, but many of them receive varying quality of education, and that's why they don't maybe finish school, or they live in a country where they have to weigh if they're going to go help their family business, their sick relative, instead of the government, for example, taking care via subsidized or like Medicare, medical care, or hospitals in that way. So the burden is placed on the child because your parents are working, they can't help, or they are the ones who need help. So you, who are essentially doing nothing, even though we in Finland and in Nordic countries and almost everywhere in the world view school as the child's job. It is their work, so to say, even though school is not only work, of course, but it is in a sense their work, their job. They should only have to focus on that, not other troubles. So yeah, comprehensive. The system is very comprehensive.
It means like Finland society and the government, and even their community, they try to help, they try to help other people, especially education. They are taking care of children education system, children condition.
Yeah. Yes. The system is built pretty much to help both children and families. Like we have, of course, the educational ministry sits on top of our educational system, or the minister of education sits on top of the decision-making pyramid, so to speak, of our educational systems, where it trickles down, and there are different areas. We have the Ministry of Education, which again plans for the teachers' education, for the national curriculum, for example. I don't know how, well, probably in many countries you have some sort of curriculum that we, like a national curriculum, like these are the subjects, for example, that your child should or is going to study when they come to school. So in Finland, we have a process every 10 years where, or is it 10 or 6? 10 or not, don't go banking on that note. I'm not quite sure if it was 10 or less years, but we renew it all the time. Yeah, between certain intervals, and that's like a big, very big planning event. Like we plan for it and implement it during many years before it like starts, and it starts partially in different grades and different age groups, and usually it starts from the lowest grade upwards. So for example, it was 2014 that we wrote the new curriculum, national curriculum in Finland, but we implemented it or started to implement it only in 2016. So we have only used this new sort of national curriculum for 4 years at the moment. And I think in 2 or 4 more years, we start to plan the new one. And this doesn't mean that we're gonna throw everything away. We will always build upon the old one as the society changes. But this 2014 change was notably different because we renewed it in a very quick pace, even though with a lot of afterthought and a lot of planning went into it. It still was a comprehensively wholehearted renewal, so to say, of the old curriculum. And this new curriculum sets both standards for the education and for the teachers and for the students as well. So it's a very important document for educators in Finland.
Okay, thanks a lot. So next question. Yeah, it's also like same. It's also related to education, like Finland education, of course. What's a unique method of Finland education? What do you think? Unique, something unique. And okay, firstly, I want to ask, have you ever visited some like a school or university or as a country?
University in another country.
Or university or a school, like a public school of other country. Elementary school, junior high school of other country.
Have I? Well, I have visited a high school in Sweden, and then I have, well, I don't know if it counts, but it was sort of a what would I call it? It was when I was in Brazil. I went to a impoverished area where they had this adult educational sort of training school where they studied agriculture. So it was, yes, and well, they weren't adults per se, but I understood that it wasn't a vocational school, so you didn't exactly go from a regular school to there. I think it was more like, agricultural school for those who were interested. So it's more closer, in my opinion, to adult education, or the term adult education, which we use here in Finland for all this extra outside of the normal structure.
It's very unique. Seriously, it's very unique. Yeah, especially Finland has like a huge and beautiful nature, right?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when
I feel like a school inside a village, you know.
We have a lot of those smaller schools as well, and especially the more rural parts you go to Finland, the smaller the school. Well, depends. We have 3 different sizes of schools. We have the small schools, which are usually up to 100 students per school. So all grades from 1 to 6, for example, primary school. Then we have the middle big, which are from 101 up till 300, I think. And then we have the really, really big ones, which are 300 to, I think, 800 students per school. And I know that in many countries there might be even bigger schools, but in our consideration, those are pretty or very big already. at least in my point of view, like a school with 800 students, even though you have multiple teachers, it sort of creates a certain amount of anxiety, or well, not anxiety per se, but the feeling that you don't really know anybody. But in smaller school, you have a feeling of unity very often, because even though you don't have to be a friend with everybody, but when you know everybody, then it really helps you to feel safe. Even though even I remember from my childhood that there were students who I didn't like, or who were mean at times, but still it was assuring when you could know the person. You knew that, okay, well, we don't work well together, or we don't, we're not friends, so I don't have to go with him, but I don't have to be afraid to move around the schoolyard or in the school, because everybody knows everybody. So it's a certain level of security. 安心.
Honestly, when I visited to Finland last year, it was big surprise. Seriously, it was big surprise, because I felt Finland, especially to Finnish. Yeah. Finland people, honestly, Finland people, they are very like, 日本語で言うと、they're very 大人。they're very adult. いや、本当に。本当になんかね、I felt like how can I say, like a different level. Even, for sure, I think many Japanese people, like they are pride, and they have, like, they are educated, and they have a good manner, good moral. I think, but even Japanese people, I felt Finland people, they are very like adult, very like I don't want to say level, but like high quality. It's kind of high quality. 大人、バカがいない。
そうか。
みんな落ち着いてるし。
もちろんどの国でもバカがいるんですけど。
もちろんどの国でもバカはいるけど、フィンランドは特にだね。僕が行った国で、I think Finland is the number one country which has like a very like a people, they are so relaxing, they never do something stupid, something wrong.
だけど結構日本に似てるところいっぱいある。
いっぱいあるよね。日本とフィンランドに似てるところね。
だからその安心の気分もそこから来るんでしょうか。
多分ね。
なんか似てるところなんか、you don't have, really read too much or act or start, you don't have to read too much about the person, because you certainly feel or can, how do I say it? You can 似てるところあるから、
多分ね、違う。
安心感が来るみたいな。
僕が思うにね、僕の感覚でいくと、日本人はやっぱりなんていうかな、相手に対しての優しさとかサービスとか、相手の思いやりとかがもう当然というか、もうできて当たり前だから、みんなできちゃう。
少しシャイだからね。
あと少しシャイ。
シャイもある。フィンランド人も同じく。だから最初はシャイだけど、
だから多分フィンランドに行った時にそういう部分の良さが目につくんだよ。でも例えばそんなのも一切関係ない、通用しない国の人がフィンランドに行ったら、そういうところはもう一切見なくて、もうフィンランドの自然きれいだなとか、そういうなんか冬は寒いなとか、そういうとこしか見ないんだと思う。でも日本人の人間からするとやっぱりそこが逆に日本人の特徴でもあるから、it's a good point of Japanese, and we have like a pride and confidence about it. That's why when we visited to Finland, like we feel wow, Finnish people they are very like similar as Japanese and very like they're thoughtful and they are very kind. They have good manner. They never do something wrong, something stupid. That's why.
Yeah, it's funny because we usually say that Finnish people are like brick walls when you first meet them, and they're very cold and distant because they don't know you yet, and they are very shy or very intimidated by new people, so to speak. But then if you compare to Japanese persons, maybe like that's the similar part. Maybe
Yes,
we are very
yes.
like yes, good day, very nice to see you. Finnish people are very bad usually at small talking, so it's hello, goodbye, and then yes. So we don't have like, oh hi, nice to see you. What a wonderful weather. Like how's your family?
Yeah.
Like
Not
before
like
you know
that.
the
Not
person.
like that.
Yeah, but then like Finnish people can't shut up when we start knowing you. Like it's not uncommon. There's a good anecdote. Like once you have met a Finnish person once, the next time they will openly discuss everything with you, like their family, their worries, their happiness, their everything.
ちょっと教育の話に進まない。
はい、ごめん。
いや違う、俺のせい。なんかね。
いや、これは僕の得意。なんか、
ちょっとね、これね、3時間ぐらい話したい。ちょっと、なんかね、感動、なんか思い出した、いろいろ。自分が。Yeah, I remember last year of Finland trip. Yeah, it was like wonderful time for me. That's right, It makes me like a how can I say, like a 感動、いろいろなんか
感動、
そうした。OK、そうだよね。日本人は特に教育関係者はみんなフィンランドの、教育が面白いとかすごくレベルが高いって知ってて、なんでかというかその僕らがちょっと理解できないのは、なんか例えばさ、余裕があるじゃん、フィンランドの教育って。もう日本みたいにバリバリ子供たちが忙しいわけじゃないし、めっちゃカリキュラムが細かくあるわけじゃないし、宿題がたくさんあるわけじゃないし、ね、アジアとかみたいにもうめちゃくちゃ勉強させて、テストのためにね、めちゃくちゃ勉強させてるわけじゃないじゃん。にもかかわらず、世界の中でのテストの平均値はもう世界で1番、2番なわけじゃん。学力のね、レベルは。テストで測る1番、2番なわけじゃん。ちょっとこちらからしたら、なんか筋通ってないというか、なんでなんだろうっていうのがすごく疑問で、それに対してなんか思うことある？だって
あります。
めっちゃなんか勉強してるんだったら、それはテストでね、なんかいい点取るのはまあ当然じゃん。当然というかまあ普通じゃん。話になってるじゃん。でもなんかそんなになんかめちゃくちゃ勉強させる国でもないのに、むしろ逆でなんか子供たちのペースで勉強させるじゃん、フィンランドって。子供たちのやりたいように、なんかやりたいようにというか、子供たちのなんかなんていうの、雰囲気とか感じ方を大事にするよね、フィンランドの教育ってね。
そ
れなのになんでかなと思って。
ドイツとアメリカの哲学者の影響が、教育に出てるんですみたいな感じと思います。遊びは子供のなんか勉強みたいな考えがあります、
すごくいいこと言った。遊びは子供の勉強ね。
そうだけど、それもなんかまた英語に返しますね。It has been proven that children learn by playing, and even though a lot of studies have proven that we have only a certain amount of time we retain our active what is it called? Attention.
attention.
The attention span is usually pretty short for average, even for a quote smart person, so to say. We need, but the thing which makes a person smart is that they have a method of learning. They know deeply how they learn themselves, which helps them restructure the way they are learning. But in our schools, for example, we have this thought of giving children time to be children. They need, like, you can't force learning to happen by itself, and even the thought of different kind of learners is very prevalent in Nordic countries. For example, we strive to help each individual each student is an individual, so we try to act that way as well. So we have different methods, teaching methods, and even structural methods in school to help each individual. And our education bases on, we don't care so much about giving, what was it called? Shukudai? What was it? Homework. But we really care that you actually learn the system behind the metaphysical, or the essence of the teaching, that you learn that.
It's true.
So that we as teachers, we don't sit on the knowledge. We sit on top of learning or teaching you to learn. You are the actor. We are just support, so to say. You are the student, so you have to learn. We are not here to fill your head with the way we think or we see the world. We are only here to give you sort of like different kind of material, different ways to learn, different methods, give you a safe environment to learn, and especially to learn and to what's it called, to what do you oh god, I have to Google the word. I only can't think it in Swedish at the moment.
OK、調べてて、その間にちょっと今思ったことを。
To fail. So. Yeah, it's important because you actually learn more about when you fail than when you succeed. So, yeah.
もう今、
that's the difference. Yeah. そう、言ってくれ。そう、どうぞ。
今本当に話聞いてて思ったのが、I think it's also reason, like a grade 4 university student in Japan, they never and they cannot say like you.
But
they don't have any they don't have knowledge, they don't have like individual, like something like unique, like opinion or something, good idea.
Do you want me to sort of contrast a little bit as well?
This is I want to ask you. 多分ね、フィンランド、多分というか、僕が実際にフィンランド、その大学、ね、ヘルシンキ大学とかに授業にも行って思ったんだけど、フィンランドってさ、その教育のレベルが高いって言われる理由は、それ一番の僕理由は、先生の質だと思うのね。Quality of teachers. This is the first. This is the most reason, the biggest reason why Finland education is such a perfect, such amazing in the world. This is the reason, I guess. Teachers' quality. This is why, to be a teacher is very difficult in Finland, right?
Yeah, we all are required to get our masters in education.
Yes, masters, right? Yeah. And so I don't want to say grade, but it's true, so high grade.
Well, it is, and I'm very lucky to be able to study at the Helsinki University myself, because it is not only in my opinion, but in many cases, one of the top universities in Finland. There are, of course, another in Joensuu in Finland, which has its, or Jyväskylä. Sorry if anybody from Finland sees this. I'm sorry if I get them mixed. But we have the I think in Joensuu, so I think we have a university. No, sorry, Jyväskylä. Sorry, Jyväskylä. They have the university where they have their teaching laboratory, in a sense, where they try new methods, they experiment, and they advance our knowledge a lot over there, in my opinion. And they focus on psychological education as well, or the psychological aspect of teaching and learning as well, which is very important and very interesting in my opinion as well.
だってここまで先生になるのが大変な国ってないと思うよ。フィンランドが一番大変だと思うよ、先生になるのに。本当に。
まあ、もしかしたら知らないけどね。
本当に大変だって、だってマスターまで行かなきゃいけないでしょ。で、確
かに。
しかも大学の時にあれだよね、必ずなんか小学校とか中学校とか学校に行ってなんか訓練、トレーニング受けなきゃいけないんだよね。結構長めの。
そう、確かに。だけど、まあ、マスターまでと言われても、なんか、私思うと、なんか当たり前なことと思ってますけどね。まあ、なんかそういうなんか考えが普通。
もうそんな考え、そんな考えがもうみんな統一されてるじゃん、フィンランドの人たちって。だってなぜかというと、because of education is most important things. Yeah, in the world, like in the country. Yeah, because children, they have future. We have to, they don't know anything. That's why, only right person can teach them, can educate them, right? Yeah, like a history teacher also.
Yeah, and like not only like a child comes to school with a lot of pre-knowledge. They have a lot of pieces or things they have learned from their parents, from their friends, from their surrounding, from their culture. So they come already with a lot of knowledge to school. And we, the Finnish teachers, also learn to sort of use that as a tool. We use it when we see and identify, for example, that a student knows a lot of a certain type of subject or a certain part. Then we can rely on that student to maybe help or enlighten us. Because as I said previously, the Finnish teacher is not a person who sits on top of all knowledge. That was the old way of thinking, was that a teacher, he knows or she knows everything. And you as a student come in stupid in this class and you don't know anything. That was the old way of thinking of things. They thought that the child is immature, stupid, doesn't know anything about the real world. They only know what they have seen in their own home. So we are sort of, the teachers were seen as some sort of, how would I say, wisdom feeders. They have to like pump in all that knowledge that they have, and they always knew everything. Never knew like anything wrong. Always knew the right answers, always had the answers. That was the old way of thinking. Nowadays, it's more like, you go to a class and you're there as yourself. You know as much as you know, both in good and in bad. But because we know we are professionals of educating, or like teaching to teach, teaching to learn. So that's our speciality. We are not subject teachers per se. Though that's a different route and that's a different grade. For example, in 小学校が1年生から6年生まででしょ。その後は中学校。 でしょ。それが、その時は、まあ違うシステムに入ります。7年から、なんていう、年って言われないでしょ。なんていう。
中学校1年から中学校3年っていうね。
そう。だから、その時はフィンランドの学校で、subjects が入るので。
そうだよね。
まあ、一応、小学校にもあるけど、なんか、中学校に、英語にまだ、I'm gonna change to English because otherwise it just becomes めちゃくちゃ in my head. A big puddle of everything. Yeah, in primary school, the classroom teacher or the primary school teacher who has your grade, your class, teaches essentially all the subjects, everything, from biology to geography, mathematics, biology, all this.
Subject,
but when you go to middle school or chugakko or some countries call it secondary school or junior high, so there we have subject teachers. So we only have one teacher per subject per se, and they can teach different grades in the same subject. So the way they become teachers, so that's very usual in other places as well. But that's, they are experts in their subject because they study that as their masters, or I don't think in all the cases it has to be a master's, but then they just take a couple of months of teacher education on top of that, and then they get the license to teach in secondary school.
OK。じゃあ、ちょっと時間も時間だから、No, it's okay, it's okay. We already talked a lot. So, だからまとめに入っていくと、教育についてね、ちょっと少しまとめていくと、フィンランドのその教育の特徴としては、まあ、なんていうの、その社会とその教育が、なんていうの、こう、つながってるというか、例えばこう自然も含めて、その、まあ、あとはその政治とかも含めて、あとは家庭がこう全部ミックスされてるよね、つながってるよね。だよね。それはすごくなんかフィンランドのすごく特徴でもあると思います。だからその、なんていうの、学校の授業でただの例えば算数の時間なのに森の中に行って算数を探したりとか、そういうなんか理科でも何でもないように算数の時間使って森の中に行ったりとか、そういうことができるのもすごくフィンランドの魅力だと思うし、かつその知力のレベルが高いっていうのはやっぱり遊びだよね。遊びをすごくなんかポジティブに捉えてるというか、なんか子供にとっての遊びってすごく大事だよねっていう感覚がやっぱりあるよね。で、あとはその子供それぞれやっぱみんなレベルも違うし、やり方もね違うから、そこを尊重してるっていうのも多分大きいと思うのね。Every children they have different type, different type and style. Yeah. So teacher try to get like as a character or something good point, specific point of children. So they try to respect what they want to do, how they want to do. This is a very good point of like a Finland education. で、いくつか噂があるのね、フィンランドの教育に対して噂があり、日本でちょっと噂になってることがあるから、それを嘘か本当か確かめたいから、イエスかノーかで